What up, folks? I am ULTRAZILLA, and welcome to the closing stream party here for the Cyber Kaiju event. What is up, folks? How are you guys doing? I'm flying solo so far, but we got some folks on tap, and we're gonna kick things off shortly. Did everybody enjoy their Cyber Kaiju weekend? Let me know, and I'll pop your questions and answers up on screen. So Stephen is out combing the area for some Converse Godzilla toys, because if you didn't know, just breaking news, we found out that they started appearing, the 6-inch figures started appearing in the US. So that is pretty cool. Arizona was the first spot they popped in on. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not going out to Walmart right now, so I don't know what we shall see. Let's see who we got here. Let's see what we're doing. And we're gonna bring out a guest here. Hello, Mr. Heisenberg. How are you? I don't hear you. Oh, you gotta unmute yourself, sir.
Hello. This is Heisenberg, and I'm unmuted.
I do not hear you.
Yeah.
I do not hear you on my end. That is not good.
Yeah, anybody hear me?
You guys hear Luminous Heisenberg? Because I don't.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Nothing. Hold on.
Oh, okay, somebody hears me.
Maybe there's something wrong with my...
Boats Can Fly can hear me.
Let's see what we got. Settings. Audio. There we go.
I'll keep talking until ULTRAZILLA can hear me.
See, headphones. Hello?
Yeah, I'll...
There we are. Now I hear you.
Go. Yeah.
I heard you for a second.
I hear ULTRAZILLA.
Let's see. Audio back. Hello?
Yeah. The
hello. There you are, I think.
Yeah.
I hear you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying yep. I'm saying yeah.
All right, good. All right.
Yeah. So the So the I really enjoyed the videos that you and everyone else has been posting this weekend,
and yourself and as other well. Content. I appreciate you being part of it, and I appreciate you being in the chats, a lot of the chats. So that's very, very cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun folks out there reviewing stuff. So I'll actually make a point of trying to just sort of search who's reviewing a Godzilla, something having to do with Godzilla this week, and discover some folks that way. Yeah, and you never know. It might be some guy. You never know when some guy in Arizona is going to find the toys.
I know.
or in Canada, it's like, oh, yeah. Here I've got them.
I don't know if I believe that Canadian one all that much. Feels more like an influencer to me. But the Arizona one looks legit. So there was shots in store. So yeah, definitely.
Well, SB Toys, the fellow in Canada, he definitely seems to be a toy collector.
Yeah.
But yeah, he might. Who knows? He might have some sort of inside connection with Walmart, where he was able to get these out of the back room or something, or something like that. I did not ask him. But yeah. But okay, so we've seen them in the store. That's cool.
Yeah, that's very awesome. Again, Walmart for me is not close, so it's a matter of, and I haven't really gone out toy hunting, in months.
Yeah. Well, back in January, when the Playmates Godzilla toys first started appearing in stores, I thought, okay, I want to get all of them so I can actually make a video showing all of them. And my word, I have never driven around so much in my life and been to so many Walmarts. It was like, it was a real chore. And then after a while, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna, like, I found, and people kept posting pictures of more of them. It's like, oh no, there's even more of them now that I didn't even know about, that I got to try to find. And that's like, I finally found most of them, not all of them. And then I was like, okay, I'll just, that's just gonna have to be good enough. And then I made one last trip to the Walmart in my neighborhood, and my word, they had the last few that I was missing. I was so happy. But yeah, that was a lot of work.
I mean, I didn't get Destroyer until, just this past weekend. I never saw it in store, and it was only up recently. I mean, not that I've been checking the whole time. I kind of forgot about it, to tell you the truth. But, it was one of those things where I forgot about it. And since I was like searching for Kong toys now, that one came up. So that's good.
Yeah.
Cyber Kaiju was the best thing in the world. See, that's really nice to hear. I like that there was a big community turnout.
Yeah, I liked Harold. Like, for example, I liked seeing Harold's video on how to do toy photography.
Yeah, that was very, very cool. I wanted to, make sure we had something like that on Cyber Kaiju. So he was, I asked him early on to be on it. So I was really glad he was able to put that together. That was very, very informative. And we're going to have another person joining us on the stream. And we got Super Mario Zilla.
Super Mario Zilla. Hello, hello.
Hello. What is up, people YouTube? It is I, Super Mario Zilla, or obviously you could call me Vinny. ULTRAZILLA, it's actually quite an honor to have to be on your channel. Thank you so much.
What's cool to have right now with you two is at this past NYCC, I met up with both of you guys during the event. So that was pretty cool. So this is a nice little sort of reunion, even though the three of us didn't see each other all at once.
No, but with this pandemic, that's not possible.
I don't know if there's going to be an NYCC this year.
I personally would not hold my breath, and even if there was, I would not go.
I am not going. I mean, that's my hometown, and I'm not going. I honestly didn't go to Toy Fair. I was having a lot of anxiety issues around that time, but that was part of it, to tell you the truth, because I was starting to see it be a thing, and that was like a huge event. So I was like, you know what, I'm not going. I don't really need to go.
Yeah, but yeah, it was best to be on the safe side. It's not worth going to a toy convention to risk your health.
No.
Yeah. I must say, one of the best parts of New York Comic Con 2019 was actually the X Plus booth. I spent a lot of time hanging around the X Plus booth there.
Very, very nice stuff. I enjoyed that too.
I saw a bit of the X Plus booth. I forgot exactly what was there.
Yeah, well, they had the gigantic 2019 Godzilla, actually out in the open on a table, like a table out front, so that everybody passing by could see it. And but yeah, quite a bit. That's when I first saw like the 2019 Defo Reel Rodan, which I really liked. So I called G Forever the same day, said it's like, oh, be sure and order this thing.
Hey, Max Jira, I think you'll probably find some other folks that enjoy Godzilla. You would be very, very surprised, so keep the faith. I'm sure you're going to find other people in your school that like Godzilla. You'll make plenty of friends that way. So, don't worry about it. And you got a nice, huge online community as well. So,
oh yeah, absolutely. Having not been for YouTube or the online community, I would not even know that the Bandai Japan vinyl figures even existed.
Well, I really enjoyed your rarest figures today, Vinny. That was very, very cool. I actually don't have any of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Funny story with the Kaiser Ghidorah, the movie Monsters version. Okay, so I was on a hunt. I found that when I was like 10 years old. I already had Monster X and Chainsaw Gagan. Mm-hmm. Was relentlessly hunting for Kaiser Ghidorah. I even asked my mom to help me out, and I begged her so much to help me find a listing for it available. Found it. I kind of regret doing that now because the one with the tag was $120.
Yikes!
I am not sure if my mom was happy about that.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I was a kid back then.
So, one of the Cyber Kaiju videos this weekend, I don't know if you guys saw it, was from the director whose comment I highlighted here. And he says, Cyber Kaiju breathed new life into my channel, which is very, very heartening to hear. That's very awesome. But he made he does these awesome customs. And I was quite impressed.
3D? Yeah, was he the fellow with the 3D printer?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I checked that. I was checking that out.
Yeah, it's beautiful work, man. Really, really nice.
The amount of detail that was put into those 3D prints, the filament 3D prints especially, like those were really impressive works. They were amazing. Like you got something good going for with that, sir. I hope you know that.
Oh yeah. I think G Forever sometimes thought about it's like, yeah, maybe he could start his own toy line with a 3D printer. I think he did. I think he did a few many years ago.
My wife wants to get a 3D printer. She's a fantastic artist, and she does she's sculpted some toys as well, which is cool. And she's made a lot of like crocheted stuff. So it's something that we would like to have. Will we? I don't know.
Being a owner of a 3D printer finally by myself, if you saw my 3D printed dioramas recently, those things are expensive. The one I bought was, how much was it? It was around $400. So if you ever want to get one, just be prepared. You're gonna have to pay a big price for one, especially if you wanted to do larger prints, because the largest print I could do can be 15 inches in height. Yeah.
So I'm adding Boats here. Boats Can Fly, who did this really cool like Ultraman viewing guide type of video this weekend, and he's been behind the scenes with us planning this all out for a while. Boats, you there?
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, coolio.
So what was your thoughts on the Cyber Kaiju event?
It was nice seeing a bunch of different content creators come out and do something for the community. I'm glad I didn't accidentally release my content late like I was expecting to.
Well, we're glad you were part of it. That was a very, very cool video. And like I was telling you on our side chat, it made me watch Ultraman Nexus, which you said not to watch first.
Yeah, I got a strange comment on that video where someone basically said, I started with Nexus, liked it, and then watched Mebius, hated it, and then watched Ginga, and now I'm a fan of the franchise. So that person has some very, let's say, strange taste.
Yeah.
RJ.
I still haven't. Oh, sorry.
Boats' name is RJ, so I might say RJ. So
that's perfectly fine. My name is public. I say it in all of my videos.
Very good, very good. So I just want to make sure here, we're not going to get to see your face here, right? This is a kind of a thing. I do not have a
camera set up because I was just working in the heat all day, and I look like I crawled out of a storm drain.
No worries, man. So here's an interesting thing. Mr. Heisenberg here of Luminous says he hasn't seen Ultraman.
Yeah, I've only seen a few clips, so yeah,
Watch my video.
Oh yeah, I gotta check that out. But and now there's so much to choose from coming out on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah,
it
it's
just
fantastic.
Depends on your personal taste, because there's a pretty big variety in the type of content these shows have to offer.
Oh, cool. Yeah, and there's so many toys. Like even now, Mezco has announced a few simple toys.
It is expensive, I assure you.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited about those Mezcos, honestly.
We're talking about those recent 5-point articulated.
Yeah.
I saw those. Those looked pretty cool.
They look nice.
Big they're supposed to be. Nice is not the word I would use, but I'm not the person to talk about this sort of opinionated stuff with.
Are you more of a super articulated type of guy?
I started with vinyls, and to be perfectly frank, I still collect a lot of them. I took a year off for Taiga because the show was bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got a pretty decent interest in Z, so I've bought, I think, 3 of the vinyls for that so far.
Okay.
That
I like I've shown you, I've got those Ultra action figures, and those are very cool. So it's like a good, like, halfway point between vinyls and SHF.
I've thought about getting a few of those because from what I've seen, Tregiar looks pretty good, but I already have the figure arts on lockdown.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't need to get that. If you have the figure arts, you don't.
I would
need
not
to
recommend the Netflix series personally, Mr. Cool 9001.
I personally like it, so I popped this up to kind of get your opinions on it if you haven't seen it.
How inflammatory am I allowed to get? Because I have some very strong opinions.
Let's keep it PG since we're on my channel. I try to keep
no gamer words, of course.
No.
Personally, I'm not a fan of the man in a suit concept.
Okay.
I'm also not really a big fan of the really dark tone because even
it is very dark.
Despite how dark Nexus was, it still had that undercurrent of that wholesome energy that most of the shows have.
Okay.
And the manga is just really gritty and unpleasant, in my opinion.
Well, to comment on Nexus, like, we started watching that first episode yesterday while we were eating dinner, and it was like pretty dark.
A man gets eaten at one point.
At the very beginning. So I was like, okay, so maybe my 6-year-old should not be watching this. I should watch a little bit on my own first.
Oh, just wait till you get to 8 or 9 is when they reveal who Dark Faust is.
Okay. All right. So a lot for you there, Heisenberg, to possibly dig into.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure the companies in Japan have made the best Ultraman toys.
Yeah.
But it's like, what I like about the fact that Mezco is that I can get it without paying the premium prices and the premium shipping.
Sure.
Did you guys see that prototype head that Mego showed off during the live stream?
No, that Mego showed off. No, but I know they're like supposed to be making Ultraman stuff.
Is it supposed to be like the doll style figures that they're known for?
Yeah.
I'm getting Medicom Real Action Heroes vibes from that, and that's not a good thing.
On a very, very, very discounted level. That is for sure. Now, something we started talking about it before, but I know me and Heisenberg are, obviously getting this stuff, and I know Steven, when he jumps into the stream, he's getting this stuff. But what are your guys' thoughts about the new Playmates toys that are coming out?
I'm sorry.
Apologies, RJ. My thoughts of Playmates. Okay, so I'll be honest. When I first saw the first wave of figures, Shin Godzilla, Destroyer, Space Godzilla, etc., I had a very, very sour taste on them. I saw them in person at my local Walmarts. Did not like the way they looked. The reviews did not make them look any better. But seeing the recent Godzilla versus Kong figures, like after watching your reviews during the Cyber Kaiju event, which great video, by the way.
Thank you.
My opinion about them has changed. They definitely got the potential, and I look forward to future products they have in the upcoming future after Godzilla versus Kong, because I know we're getting Godzilla versus Kong products right now, but I'm curious to see what they might have in the future once the movie finally comes out. But my thoughts on them has changed. I may pick up a few if I ever see them in the wild.
The big man's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, big man's coming. Here we go.
My opinion on the Playmate stuff is it looks a little bit nicer than the figures Jax put out. So it's nice for, I would say, either younger collectors or people just getting into the hobby. Myself, I'm not too terribly interested, but I'm glad the options are there.
Are you really?
No.
Okay, well, good to hear.
Oh no, did I do a faux pas?
No.
What's funny?
I don't know.
Now, Steven here, welcome, sir.
Yes.
Might or might not have just gone out to do a Walmart run.
Yes.
Can you confirm or deny?
I can confirm that I now have some DiGiorno stuffed crust cheese pizza.
Ah, well, that's
Yeah.
good.
That's what I'll confirm.
Gino's East.
No, not Gino's East, and we talked about that last night.
Very good. Very good. So I popped up this this statement here that Miles Hancock was saying to somebody else. He loved watching Godzilla's Revenge. It's one of the reasons why he enjoyed Final Wars. How about your thoughts on Godzilla's Revenge and Final Wars? Heisenberg, let's start with you.
Well, they showed Godzilla's Revenge a lot when I was a kid. You know, that's how I saw Godzilla movies, was Saturday afternoons on the local UHF channel, and they showed that one quite a bit. I was actually always happy with it. And then I haven't Final Wars. Yeah, Final Wars was it was kind of nice seeing at least cameos of so many monsters. But yeah, I wish there was more Godzilla and less less Matrix style martial arts.
All right, I understand that. And who's next? Super Mario.
Oh boy,
Super Vinny.
Okay, so I'll admit there's some bias when it comes to this. The first Godzilla movie I watched was Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2. But I personally love that film. But take it for what it does. I also watched Final Wars, which is like my fifth Godzilla movie I watched. Not gonna lie, when I say watching Godzilla's Revenge kind of just. Listen, the movie has its fans. You like it? That's absolutely fine. I don't. The only reason I watch it is to riff on it, or me and my mom just happen to catch it on cable.
Oats.
Okay, so oh no, did I lose my mic?
No, we hear you.
Okay, I'm not getting feedback on the stream.
You were
Oh, I was
lost
in the wrong
now.
window, that's why. So, do any of you guys remember I think it was Classic Cinemas, it was this 5-movie box set that came out in the either early or mid 2000s. It had Rodan, King of the Monsters, so on and so forth. And for whatever reason, Godzilla's Revenge was bundled in there. And since I was a very stupid little child, I did not understand that all the footage was reused. So I had fun watching it the first time. I don't think I've watched it since I was a kid, so I can't really form much of a concrete opinion now.
All right, Steven?
Yes. Revenge. I remember it exists.
It does, in fact, occupy space within Steven's brain.
Final Wars. Some cool designs.
Final Wars is a
there we
beautiful
go.
mess.
I remember years ago the Final Wars Goji suit was criticized for looking like a rat. I never understood the criticism.
I can see it. I just don't agree with it.
I don't agree with it either.
I really like the Final Wars Gigan. It's like
I mean, I feel like that like became like the Gigan. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like
very strange because he gets annihilated twice in that movie.
He does.
Yeah, first of all, he gets decapitated once by Godzilla's atomic breath. Then he gets decapitated another time by Mothra and just blows up.
All right, and hold on. This is a follow-up question. What's everybody's first Godzilla movie? Anybody want to start?
19.
Oh, by the way, I like both those movies. I didn't even give my opinion. I like both Final Wars and Godzilla's Revenge. So there you go. And Godzilla's Revenge might be one of the first Godzilla movies I ever saw. So there you go.
Wow.
Anybody jump in.
Okay, so I'm trying very hard to not be talking constantly because it's a very bad habit of mine. But the first two I saw were the original Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla on VHS, and then Godzilla vs. Gigan also on VHS. So I have a very particular soft spot for the 74 suit.
Not
Not all at once, everybody.
King of the Monsters.
Of course, the 2019 version.
Yep, 2019 last year.
The first Godzilla movie I watched, I already mentioned this, was Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2. The only way I knew about Godzilla, I already said this in my top 5 Godzilla games. Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee revealed gave me my Godzilla start. That's how I was introduced to the Big G. I wanted my dad to look for a Godzilla movie if there was one, because I didn't have access to internet. I had no idea, and I was born around the time DVDs were becoming to be more streamlined. And he brought home Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 on DVD. I watched it till the very end. Still is one of my favorite General movies of all time. Don't care what anybody says.
Who's left? Everybody talk? I'm like doing things behind the scene here too.
I believe.
Yeah, like I said, I was watching these like from a very young age on Saturday afternoon TV. I don't remember which one I saw first. I think the one that made the biggest impression on me was Destroy All Monsters. I really like that. That one really stood out. It's still one of my favorites. And then, then I think the first one I saw in a theater, like or in a new release, I'm actually old enough when Godzilla versus Megalon was released in the U.S. I went and saw that in the theater. It was me and my friends and like 2 other people in the theater at the time. So I think we saw it, went to like the dinner time. We were so young, we just went to the dinner time showing. But also really liked seeing Godzilla versus Megalon in a theater like that. So that's also been a favorite of mine.
Folks, breaking into the chat real quick is Scorpio Cesar.
Yo,
he only has a few minutes, so let's give him some love. Shower him with love.
Hey, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
guys. Sorry, it's been hell at work. I'm only like on the 16th of my 24-hour shift, and I'm still currently doing what I got to take care of. So I just want to say thank you all for watching our videos and contributing to the Cyber Kaiju event. It was fun, and I'll see you all in a week so we can get that giveaway going on my end. So
great content, man. I loved your intro for all your videos. That turned out so great.
Sweet. I'm glad you guys liked it. I
love Scorpio's thumbnails now too. It's like the thumbnails are just beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And just the lighting in general. And it's not just the thumbnail. The way the whole videos are lit and produced is very very fun and pleasant to watch.
Thank you, Heisenberg. I appreciate that.
Always.
It's you guys can all attest to that. It's a lot of work that goes into it, and then when it comes down to it, it's just like a 5-minute review, and it's just
your videos go by so quick. you're the master of cutting.
You know what it is? The articulation is what really gets me and really drags out the video. So for this event, I was just kind of like, how do I make this how to give you an abridged version of it? So I was just kind of like, well, you've seen one Ultraman figure arts, you kind of seen them all. So I was just kind of like, let me rush through this and then get it out of the way. But in hindsight, I probably should have just did it the old-fashioned way. Probably would have gotten more minutes out of it. But hey, people can jump in and jump out of a review here and there.
Hey, Scorpio, somebody just was shocked because they said they didn't realize your eye patch was fake.
Oh my goodness, where have you been? I haven't rocked the eye patch in a while. It's a here and there kind of thing. But here, funny story about the eye patch before I have to head out is that the eye patch was kind of like a thing to kind of set me apart from the crowd, where everybody is just kind of like, if you go to G Fest and you're looking for a certain somebody, I want it to be easy to spot.
Sure.
So that's why I started using the eye patch gimmick. Just a gimmick, that's all it was. And I've used it for a couple cosplays of mine. And it got to the point where it's just like, it's bad enough my left eye is pretty bad. It's worse than my right eye, and I can't really see from afar without glasses. So that's why you'll see me rocking some glasses in some videos. It's just like, once I started rocking that eye patch too long during a video, I would take it off, and then my eyes would just be like, one would be blurrier than the other, and it was just like, I can't do this anymore. It's just a hassle. It's too much work for a simple gimmick. I bring it back here and there as for joke videos here and there, but I can't do it anymore.
I hear you, man.
Well, yeah, my
I know
eye's
about-
perfectly fine.
But yeah, I know about the struggle of showing articulation. I still haven't figured out how so many people do it so well. Like every time I would try to show articulation in the video, you would just see my hands. You wouldn't see the toy at all.
Yeah.
And I still haven't figured out a good way to do it. And then I watched someone else's video, and you know, they got it down. They show it perfectly.
Yeah, and then there's all these different types of joints you have to memorize, and I know some people got that down pat, like Steven. He can tell what a ball peg, a ball joint, a hinge joint is. I just don't. It's like they all look the same to me, even though they're not. So I'm just like, this moves here, this moves here, like this. So
Can
I'm
we
just like,
talk
let me
about
just
how
abridge it now.
cumbersome doing the option parts is?
Whatever.
Forever
They're
and
old figures too. I mean, they've been out for like a couple years at this point, and it's just like, it's nothing new. If it's like a newer figure, then okay, I'll hit every detail that I can for articulation. But older figures, I'll just
forever and always.
I'll
It
fast
doesn't
forward
matter. Forever and always, it doesn't matter the figure. I have always struggled with articulation. But mostly that's because, okay, as all of you know, I have a speech
I'm
impediment.
not frozen, by the way. I just stopped moving.
As many of you know,
it's great. I don't know what I plan to do next. I don't know what you guys plan on doing next, but I kind of want to take a little break from YouTube, honestly.
There's no breaks for me. I'm gonna just keep on going.
No, it's just you keep pumping out those videos, guys.
Yeah.
Do got something planned special that me and Vinny want to work on, but
oh yeah,
still hashing out the details for that.
Teased it on the end of my Godzilla 2019 video.
Vinny, we can't hear you.
What do you mean
I
you can't hear me?
him.
I can hear you.
I can't hear
We
you.
hear you. Oh man.
My boy Scorpio has gone deaf.
Shoot, that sucks.
We'll get you an ear patch.
Oh, I can't even hear Steven.
Oh man.
Bad.
We're losing. We're losing.
Pizza.
Scorpio's losing it. He's losing it.
Wait,
So-
is Boats in here?
Yeah.
Boats is in here too.
Boats is in
Boats,
here.
if you've been talking all this time, I'm sorry if I talked over you because I can't hear you, Vinny.
Don't
or
feel
Steven.
bad. I talk over everybody.
Only Heisenberg.
He talks
And
over
ULTRAZILLA.
himself too.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Another person that just popped into our chat a little bit earlier. I popped this up, but then I took it off of the eye patch. Figure Mania show. Harold popping in to say hello. Sorry I can't be with you guys. Running my summer camp this morning. Thank you all. Take care. Me and Heisenberg started off talking about this, but man, Figure Mania show's video was awesome on Friday night. I learned a lot that night about like just figure photography. It was really, really informative. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out.
As somebody who wants to improve their toy photography,
Makes me want to go back to the drawing board.
somebody who always wants to improve their toy photography, that video
I
helped
got a
out.
lot to learn.
So, Figure Mania show, thank you so much for putting up a video like that for the Cyber Kaiju event. It was very informative and just overall well done. I felt like I was watching a professional presentation.
I've just accepted the fact that all of the pictures I take are going to be orange.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's just a matter of finagling with the white balance.
Yeah. I'm always like fiddling around with like what my background's gonna be on like either photos or video. So it's always something new. Scorpio's got to go back to work. Is that what that means?
Oh no.
You know, I actually
Or
just
somebody
fixed-
passed by.
No, I actually just fixed the audio for you guys. So sorry if I spoke over you guys before. I didn't know if you were talking about. Oh, yeah, they're calling me now.
All right, man. Well, thank
right.
you for joining us, bro.
Good night.
Guys,
Hey, get
It's
easy.
been a pleasure.
All righty. All right, and that was Scorpio. I do know that Heisenberg's partner in Luminous G Forever was waiting patiently for us, but I don't see him right now. So I think Heisenberg is writing right now, maybe to him, letting him know. It'll be cool to have him on. I've actually never talked to him before, so that'll be really cool. You guys do a nice 1-2 punch there. There he is. I'm gonna pop him in.
Oatmeal.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Is
Hey.
everyone's favorite NECA Godzilla figure, not trying to steal a future video idea from you fine folks, and it is an emoji that didn't load in because we are on browser.
I see the emoji, but So yeah, that's thank you for reading that, sir. You have the perfect reading voice for us. What is everybody's favorite NECA Godzilla figure? I'm gonna put it to G Forever first, and thank you for joining us, man, and thank you for being patient as well.
No problem. Yeah, thanks for having me. Favorite NECA Godzilla figure? It's a tough one because all the recent releases have been pretty good. I don't have my normal equipment with me because I have a bunch of guests in the other room, so kind of hiding in here. Favorite NECA Godzilla? I'm gonna have to go with their 62, the King Goji. I think that one's a really good one. Captures the look pretty well, and I think that's the first in the new kind of like the newer NECAs, like version 2s, where they have the tail is full of ball joints, right, and the wire. So that would be my favorite.
Cool, Steven?
I need a minute.
R.I.P. Steven. All
1
right.
minute.
So my favorite has got to be that really high quality Ultimate King Ghidorah. Oh wait. No, for realsies. My favorite is probably the foot tall G14 they did. It just has a lot of personality, especially in the face. Did you guys ever hear the story about the guy that broke his and then it just mysteriously started going off in the middle of the night?
Yes.
No.
So he has
that's awesome.
He has some sort of angry spirit living inside of his figure. It's upsetting.
Oh.
That's almost as infamous as the stories back when the Heisei King Ghidorah MonsterArts came out of them breaking in the middle of the night.
I still have my original MonsterArts Ghidorah, and the wings are still fine. Somehow.
Fill that bad boy with concrete.
Well, Vinny, what's your favorite NECA?
Oh boy.
Or do you collect NECA? I don't even know if you collect NECA. Do you?
I do collect NECA.
Oh, okay.
I just recently started really getting into the Alien and Predator NECA line, and I do collect the NECA figures. Actually, that's the NECA Godzilla. Crap, I forgot what it was. I think it was the NECA Godzilla 1984. That was my first ever NECA figure, not just my first NECA Godzilla. I sold a bunch of them. I sold Shin Godzilla, Burning Godzilla 94. I sold what else did I sell? 2001 because money and because I wanted to get some other stuff. Although because NECA's going bye-bye, may have to get them back. So I don't have the only NECA figures until now is the original release of 84 and 1954. Mm-hmm. So for right now, I'll go with 1954, but that's definitely subject to change once I get some of my NECA collection back, as well as the new NECA releases.
Yeah, it's a perfect time to get them back because you have all the upgraded boxes now.
Well, not just that. NECA's going bye-bye. Like, once they're gone, they're gone. They're probably going to reach the prices some MonsterArts figures have on some sites now.
It's possible.
I don't know if those figures are really that valuable.
Well, the thing is, once they go, and they're on the aftermarket, they will go up. I mean,
actually, let me rescind my statement because some of those Predators are comically expensive.
Exactly. I was just the NECA aftermarket is actually huge because the NECA fans are kind of crazy.
Well, yeah, you have to buy the same figure 3 times and it breaks when you open the box.
The amount of controversy that NECA has been getting because of the Casey Jones and Raphael box set. Oh my god, I had never seen so many people spam them saying.
Hey, look, I was amongst that, man. That line was I was collecting it, but that line was totally killed for me once it started going these sales online and the bots started getting them, or whatever is getting them. The ghosts. I just it's. Also, I'm glad, honestly. In a way, I'm glad because forget about TMNT.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I was at Toy Fair, and G Forever and I went to Toy Fair in February, and our first stop was the NECA booth, and glad they had 2 new Godzilla figures, but the big display, the biggest display of everything was all the turtles, just just floor to ceiling turtles, and that's what the fans are most excited about. So that's what they're spending their time and energy on. I'm kind of hoping that one day, sort of like the turtle fans will get their fill, and that NECA will go back to get the Godzilla license again and go back to making more Godzilla. But yeah, it's like the it seems their focus right this year is definitely on the turtles more than anything else.
Yeah, I would assume so. Heisenberg, do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite NECA? Or do you?
Also, I think 54 is also my favorite.
Okay.
I was just so impressed with it, and I like it so much more than the Bandai 54, and also so glad that NECA doesn't have the Bandai 54 pictured on their box anymore. Though they always said it's like, oh, that's not the Bandai, because like G Forever and I said in one review, it's like here's the NECA, here's the new NECA in the box, and they've got the 1954 Bandai Godzilla on the box for some reason, a picture of it. We don't know why, and they emailed me and said, no, that's not the Bandai, but it certainly looked like the Bandai to us.
I think it was like the CG model that was done by Toho, actually.
Yeah. Yes. But that wasn't their choice of box either, as it turned out. That's not the box they wanted to make. So and I am so glad. I like the 54. I think I like the 54 figure the most, and I really like the new boxes, as G Forever does as well.
The boxes are nice. I still have the last two here, but I've been throwing a lot of boxes away, but. So the boxes don't do that much for me, but they are cool. It's very nice that they did that. Steven, let's go back to you because you skipped the question.
Yeah, well, first there's another question that I'd like to answer, which someone from the chat had asked in relation to the watch-alongs we did the last couple nights about Granny and her match.
I saw that. I didn't know if you wanted to answer, but
Goji Wars. Yes, Granny has won her match. What am I going to do with her? Well, if she has the ability to sustain herself, then she can participate in round 2. We'll tackle that in the next watch along. Anyway,
what on earth are you people talking about?
Votes. First and foremost, talk to Zach, and second, get in the chats for log matches. So. I kind of want to talk about two things and sort of intertwine them. One, ULTRAZILLA, you made mention of this in one of your videos. I forget which one it was, about NECA potentially getting the license back for random one-offs like Marvel Marvel's Godzilla, Hanna-Barbera Godzilla.
Yeah, it was in my live stream.
Regardless of what the case may be, there's a potential for them to do those random one-offs, and that may not interfere with the Playmates licensing. And if that may be the case, the talk of the TMNT stuff, the aftermarket for the Predator and Alien, so on and so forth, that is something that this fandom needs to disregard. That's something that they need to watch very carefully, because if it is going to be an exclusive, like a Comic-Con exclusive or a retailer exclusive, look at the headache that's going on right now.
Yeah.
While I have not been ultimately impacted by, except for the Mutagen musical tour, whatever set, the recent Turtle debacle hasn't really impacted me that much, thankfully, but it'll be a nightmare. It'll be so if there's anything coming out moving forward and that's hidden that we're not going to know about, because even if they do have something, we're not going to hear about it on Twitter, or if we do, it'll be a lie in 2 months. So just keep an eye on that. For my favorite that I like, gonna have to say a tie between 54 and 89.
Ooh.
Oh. Wow, 89, really? You liked it that much, huh?
I don't think it's their best, but given what it is, get a couple. Get a couple of them.
Okay. Mix and match parts.
Well, that, and as I pointed out in my video, it's one of, if not the only 6-inch Bio Goji. Am I wrong?
That's true. That's true.
The MonsterArts is what, 7.5 inches tall?
That's like 8 or 9.
Yeah, it's tall.
MonsterArts, that figure alone got crap because it wasn't in the main 6-inch line.
I think it got crap because it wasn't articulated very well.
I think I like the 62 myself. I thought that was really a fun figure. It looked great. You know, I think I like the MonsterArts better, but I still really liked that NECA. And the 64 actually really surprised me because I'm not a big fan of the 64 design.
Boo!
Likewise, I'm not a.
But that figure really surprised me.
Yeah.
Here's a follow-up NECA question. Again from Miles. How about a Gamera license for not just, you know what? I'm going to expand on that. Why don't we have more NECA, more Gamera figures out there? You know, Steven did a couple of Gamera reviews this morning. I'm sorry, I was sleeping.
So was I.
I want to work.
But yeah, I'm a huge Gamera fan. Growing up, I'm almost positive I was more of a Gamera fan than I was a Godzilla fan. So I would love to see more. You guys?
I feel like we would get the classic Randy Twitter response of it would not make all the money like they've been saying for Harrigan for the past, 7 years now?
Yeah, I think. Well, my impression is the toy companies are going are most excited about products that are currently, that have current TV shows and movies. So, like, if there were current, if there was a current like Gamera movie or TV show, then I think that would push things along quite a bit more. Like, so are they? Is there like there is a brand new Ultraman being made?
There's
right
always
now,
brand new Ultraman. That's the interesting thing. And it's funny that it's taken this long for Subaraya to like work out a deal here, because they've been doing stuff forever, So, it's just mind-boggling that it took so long for it to get to the U.S.
What they're doing with Z is completely unrelated to that, because they're I guess they are live streaming it with English subtitles, and the episodes are getting incredibly good views. So I don't know what's been stopping them from doing this for the past few years.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Gamera needs something, obviously, to latch onto, but I still think there's money to be made in Gamera.
I do agree, mostly because of some of the Gamera product that has been coming out, except for one. And I think it's from not the strongest Heisei Gamera movie. It's the third in the trilogy, the MonsterArts. Yeah, I think the recent Gamera stuff, the new movie Monster series, I don't have it, but I've seen it. ULTRAZILLA, you took care of that. It was very good. We did get the MonsterArts G1 Gamera, which overpriced, even if it was a P Bandai exclusive. Still very good. G2 Gamera, no one's gonna buy that. Aftermarket. I don't see why we're not getting more.
Look at this special delivery.
Nice.
And I know X Plus, they
I'm gonna mute myself. You guys talk.
with some stuff. I know they recently did a Legion, which has already hit the aftermarket, which
ULTRAZILLA, if you could turn the gain up so I could hear those high quality eating noises, that would be really helpful. Thank
that
you.
was a part of my stream last night. Thank you, Boats.
Okay,
we really are kind of hurting for some more Gamera. We need some more turtle meat, and nobody wants to do it.
Yeah. So have you followed Gamera at all, G Forever? I don't remember that.
I do. Like back in the days, so when X Plus USA was around, I have all of their releases. They had a nice Iris, Legion, and the Gauss, and also I think the 95 and the Nightmare Gamera were great. I know X Plus is doing some Gamera stuff in the past, and that they are releasing a few others. They did release a Gamera 3 recently, and I think Iris is on the way. I don't have any of the newer X Pluses, but from what I've seen, they look great, especially the 30 centimeter 90. I think all three, 95, 96, and 99. They look awesome from the photos. I haven't seen them in person, but the Legion looks amazing. I did see that at Rich Iso's place, so that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and I think I've been trying to. Well, there's been so much toy news over the weekend, but I think one thing I saw pass by my screen, I think, was a Defo Reel Gamera that was just announced.
Oh,
yes, there was.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that one.
It looks cool. You know what's weird is like I should have looked into it more because I am a Gamera fan, but for some reason there has been so much news that just kind of like glossed by me. I'm like, oh, cool. And
Steven,
then I
it's
kept
not
going.
funny.
Something to mention, kind of not really Gamera, but like talking because I got the Art Spirits little Gamera figures last year. Now we're gonna have the same size ones for the King of the Monster figures coming out. When was that? December is coming out, or November, something like that. Those look really nice. Anybody here getting those?
Yeah, we have them on order.
Cool. Yeah.
I am hoping to. I am not sure as of yet.
Too rich for my blood.
So going back to Gamera, did anybody get the Bandai, the new 95 Gamera? Because I have that in it's in Japan somewhere, trying to make its way here. But it looks great.
I have a couple of friends that have been trying to hunt it down with
the movie Monster Series one. Yeah, I got it. It's really great. It's gonna be up there on one of my figures of the year. It's definitely the best Bandai vinyl in years. It is incredible. I love it. And it's actually one of my favorite Gamera toys. If I didn't have this this plate in my hand, I'd go reach over and get it. I guess I could put it down.
Actually, that's one question I have for the room. It's like because my impression, the impression I've had from like looking at Bandai's in the last year or two, G Forever and I, is that Bandai's are often I end up being disappointed by Bandai figures. And if they do make something really good, then it costs hundreds of dollars, like this new Jet Jaguar they just announced. So I'm wondering, like, what's happened? What's happened to anyone know what's happened to Bandai? Like, why it isn't like the golden age from like the 1990s?
They're trying to prioritize like selling cheaper figures to kids and then maximizing the amount of profits they can get. So they're not painting the backs of a lot of their figures. They're not filling in details. And since these are marketed towards kids and not like adult-aged collectors, are not going to complain about this sort of thing. And since that's really their core market, they don't have much of a reason to up their quality, which, I mean, fair enough. It's a business.
There was also a period of time where the yen was actually very strong, which is not what Japan really wants. And during that, there was a weird period of fluctuation where the yen was super strong. I think the conversion rate was like 80 to $1. And that's when they really started to kick in with some of the vinyl figures again. And then it started to change where the yen became weak. And then right around there, that's when they restarted doing the movie Monster Series stuff. That's when we saw stuff like Shin Godzilla. And then that's where the quality really took a nosedive in regards to paint apps, but the price remained the same. So while Japan was trying to figure out everything going on with their economy, making sure they were able to stabilize it because Japan doesn't like when the yen is strong, then at that point, that's where we see it. So that's not a causation. That's just a correlation. So I'm assuming that on the back end, trying to figure out everything logistically with resources, setting up contracts and stuff, trying to hit that dollar amount at MSRP, I think that may be the case, which that may also be the case with the MonsterArts 2014, but that's a discussion for another day.
Steven, I've already bashed 2014 enough on my MonsterArts videos alone. But like the biggest example of that nosedive quality, like what I'm holding here is one of the original releases of the Bandai Movie Monster Series repaint Gigan. Well, not repaint. It's the 6-inch version. I saw the newer version. It looked like dog. It was terrible. Because while they did paint all the wings, the middle part was still painted. There was more effort put into this that we do not see on the newer figure, and the newer release of Final Wars and Gyros was even worse. It's like the MonsterArts situation, which I'm not going to delve into here, but I've already talked about that enough on my channel. It's like Bandai just reached a point where they don't really care as much, but especially with the vinyls, because they really do not look as good as they used to. I'm sounding like a broken record. I'm repeating everyone's words. I apologize about that.
But Chief Forever can attest. I think the Bandai premiums are really nice, but you got to pay so much.
I know.
Are you happy with the Bandai premiums there, G Forever?
They're in the other room, but yeah, they look great. It's just the price point is kind of too high for what they are.
Is the rumor about the gigantic boxes true? Because that's the reason I haven't bought one yet. There's been one sitting on Mandarake, but I'm not trying to spend $90 on DHL for one figure.
For the Kaiju Bangaichi, absolutely yes. The boxes are enormous. I think the shipping for the King Ghidorah set was like $70.
Yikes!
Goodness,
I want to get that Jet Jaguar set, but it is so expensive to begin with.
yeah,
Can't imagine what the shipping is going to be.
yeah. I mean, all kidding aside, the boxes are absolute. They don't need to be as big as they are, especially for the 1954. For King Ghidorah, I kind of understand that because we got the two bodies, the wings, the necks, but they definitely need to reevaluate what they're doing there. I understand because it's made by the Gashapon department, I believe, the candy toy division. I believe that's
weird.
But still.
Oh yeah, and Chief Forever had quite the box, shipping nightmare there with the was it the Mute M Times? Yeah, the big M Times Godzilla 2019.
Yeah, that was a nightmare. That was a China exclusive, and first of all, the statue was quite expensive, and then I think just trying to find it was a hassle. But then trying to ship it because it's so big and so heavy, it was resin, so it's like super heavy.
Ooh.
I think the shipping costs just as much or maybe even more to get it over here. But not just that, it was damaged twice within shipping to the warehouse, and then they check the contents before shipping it to me. So they had to go back and forth with the maker. So all right,
Another question, gang.
Yep.
Go ahead and read it.
Let me just say, like the box, you should check out that video where the box is so huge. It's as big as G Forever himself, pretty much. And so it was like so huge and heavy. Yeah, the shipping was just outrageous.
Yeah.
So Shelia Fuller says, "What's your favorite SH MonsterArts, guys? My question here is important. Laughing, crying face emoji, period."
Thank you for reading that like the automated program you are there.
Ha ha ha, Steven. Burning Godzilla, hands down, absolutely.
I'm going to send you out in the desert boats.
I do not need water because I am an android.
You know what I'm referencing.
Oh boy.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
Okay. Well, everybody, if everybody did not see my top 10 MonsterArts video, my favorite monster art, which is also one of my favorite figures of all time, is Biollante. Love that figure. I've always did. It was actually my first Biollante figure in my collection. There's a lot of sentimental value I hold towards it, especially because it was a Christmas gift from my mom. Because that was around the time where I could not afford figures past the $100 mark. So yeah, that was nice. It was one of the best days of my life, actually. And that's why I like it a lot more than the 3 Kuryu releases.
Not all at once, everybody.
Nope. Yeah. I was like waiting for somebody else to say their favorite monster.
My mouth is full.
Well, ULTRAZILLA, you make sense. So you're eating something.
Oh no. I'm gonna restate my answer to very quickly fill for time.
I just don't make sense.
Steven is a space alien, everybody.
It's all right. I don't make sense that much either because sometimes I'm a moron.
King Ghidorah 2019.
Oh,
Ethan, I want to know your address.
Get out of here.
All right, everybody, wait for the end of the stream for the Steven Docs reveal.
No. Biollante is good. Kiyu is very good.
Which one?
Yes.
Okay,
I
fair
also
enough.
have been really
yes means all
than not. digging the poster color version G19 more. It's sitting up
I didn't love it
on my King of the Monsters shelf because it's small like baby, and I look up there and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
Steven, I recall you really like in Godzilla Earth. Do I recall correctly?
Earth is phenomenal,
okay.
but I don't think it's as good as in like top 5 material, but it's really good.
Good. Yeah.
I saw someone actually on Twitter the other day saying that they were looking to find one not in crazy aftermarket prices for like $200-$300, and I double checked on eBay. It's actually going for about that much. So I posted a video up about how to buy vinyl kaiju, which you can generalize that to other things. So if you wanted to look for Kamen Rider figures, you wanted to look for Dragon Ball, Evangelion, Ultraman, whatever it is, I found a few Godzilla Earths. If you were to ship them to the US, it top out at about $170-$180. So don't feed into your first resource.
It also helps if you have like a hobby shop around your area that doesn't check aftermarket prices, which I am lucky enough to have, which is how I got the special color edition Destroyer for like $180 last year.
You are lucky to have that in your area. Where I live, collectors are almost non-existent. I had to drive an hour away from my house just to reach one comic book store.
Well, this is it's a place in my local mall, so for all I know, that place could be run into the ground by now.
Still,
if you guys didn't notice, G Forever is giving us a little
tour. Yeah. Seeing all G Forever's displays, oh my god, that's really cool. It gives me a lot of ideas what I should do for my display, because this whole backside behind me, I'm going to be redoing over the summer.
So was that the did we see your favorite there, G Forever, in the display?
So I was kind of taking a peek back at the MonsterArts display. There are a lot of good ones.
There are.
So I guess if I can only pick one, that would be a really tough choice. But it's not going to be the more recent ones, because I feel all the recent ones, at least for the ones that I got, the all the arms and legs and necks, they keep falling apart. So I want to go with the earlier releases like Space Godzilla. That one was really good. He's pretty solid.
Anyone else like forget that they did a premium color edition of that figure?
They did. This second, there's like a special color one that came with Little Godzilla, but I
didn't get it. I didn't get that one. I didn't get a lot of those when they were doing that little like stint of like just like nonstop not doing it again, but like they had that little run of like here's repaint after repaint after repaint when everybody was getting annoyed at them. Like I kind of just didn't get any of those. I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna back away for now.
I thought about getting Junior, and now he's ridiculously overpriced.
He was ridiculously overpriced to begin with, because it was like $70 to get.
He's like 150 on Mandy now.
Well, that's insane. Which, on that note, I'm gonna step out for just a quick second. I'll be right back, because we're talking about Space Godzilla, and I think there's a question that may come up that I want to be prepared for. But I'm surprised the special color version Biollante didn't come out during that little escapade that you're referencing, ULTRAZILLA, because that would have been the best time for it. You know, we had the Mothras, the Batras, we had the Godzilla 94 set with Space and Little.
Destroyer.
Let's instead release this expensive figure during a worldwide economic crisis. It'll be funny.
Because that's good business, Boats. That's good business. All right, I'll be right back. Please keep it going on and on.
Well, I actually like the Meltdown. I like the Meltdown SH MonsterArts, which was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Because I just like the Meltdown Godzilla, in general. And I didn't have any.
I have that same shirt, Steven. Get out of here.
Yeah, so I didn't have any Meltdown Godzilla. So when that one showed up, I really overpaid for it, because I sort of bought it secondhand from somebody on eBay before I realized that it was going to be actually easy to get.
That figure was worthless for a few months.
It still is relatively easy to get. You could get it for less than $140 right now, I think.
Can you really?
Yeah, I think I probably.
I've seen a listing on Facebook for the figure that goes around just about 100.
The only thing that really bothers me about that figure is, you know how the tail segments are all like noticeably different shades of orange? That drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason why I'm not trying to bite on the 2019 Burning Godzilla, because he has that same issue.
I like that figure. I think it's nice.
I'm thinking about it, but might have to watch a few more reviews.
Yeah. It's funny because and Vinny knows this, and RJ, you know this too, but I was, originally for Cyber Kaiju planning to do a top 10 MonsterArts. And Vinny wanted to do one too, so I was also thinking about doing the Pacific Rim one, and I decided to do the Pacific Rim one instead. So my wheels were starting to turn about, what my favorite MonsterArts was anyway, but I couldn't figure it out. So it's gonna be like when I finally do that video, and I do want to do it, it's gonna be tough. Like at times I've liked, again, because I like Gamera a lot. I like the Gamera 2. And I liked the DX Godzilla 89. So I love both of those. I just don't know if they're my favorite. The Kiryus are amazing. Like all three of them are fantastic figures. So when I finally do that, it's gonna be like tough to like really get to the top. The top few is gonna be really hard.
So the number one is Burning Godzilla, right?
No, it's not. But it is a good-looking figure. It is a good-looking figure.
I just don't like the gap on him, though.
No, yeah.
The OG from...
Yeah, I mentioned that in my review earlier. That gap is like crazy.
Yeah, I concur. Dude, this is a really nice looking figure, but that gap, man, that gap is it is not pretty.
No.
Although I really do not like Burning Godzilla's price. It's the same situation I have with Godzilla Earth. Like, yeah, it's a good figure, but not worth its MSRP.
That is my stance on the Rodan and Mothra set. They look solid enough. They look a little dinky, but for $100, I think I would rather just go with the NECAs.
Yeah, the NECAs are.
Yeah.
The NECA Mothra 2019, that actually makes me hate the SH MonsterArts version, because there's a lot more detail put into that $20 figure than that wasn't put in the $100 2-pack of a version of Mothra, which I do not understand. Sure, the articulation on the MonsterArts version is better, but if it looks like poo-poo...
young man, watch your language.
if it looks poopy, then I am not going to like. Then if it looks poopy, I'm gonna say it looks poopy. All right.
Is it
I just wanted to hear you say poopy one more time. I think.
It's not even so subtle. It's not even subtle. The NECA 2019 Mothra looks a lot better than the MonsterArts 2019 Mothra, because Mothra 2019 MonsterArts is nothing but a tiny piece of
poopy.
Poo-poo. All right.
Hey, Steven, is that Justin's handiwork?
One of them is.
You got some customs there, Steven?
Yes.
His name I cannot say on the stream.
Steven, I am in love with that Trendmaster colored Space Godzilla.
Yes, so we can maybe talk about that in a little bit, talking about stuff that might be coming up. So,
well, I wanted you to see this, Steven, because this is all you, man. Somebody, this Takaju is drawing a Cyber Bagasaurus.
Yep.
And I wanted to ask you about Cyber Bagasaurus and the whole Bagasaurus story, if folks have not heard about it.
Okay, so
I'm gonna eat while you do that.
Yeah, I have my headphones actually unplugged because Cyber Bagasaurus is actually way back to 2014, and his artist is actually on the couch next to me playing Animal Crossing right now. Do you want to say hi?
Hi, everybody.
Okay. So here's how Bagasaurus came to be. And here how Cyber Bagasaurus came to be. So back when the MonsterArts 2014 Godzilla was released, everything was terrible. It was bad. So I thought, just looking at it, I probably look better if you put a bag over its head. And that's what I did for the review. So we got we actually took a paper bag, and I sort of like gave the idea for, what we're looking like. Okay, like a derpy little, Godzilla drawing. And my wife did that. And one side he's fierce, the other side he's crying. And then that sort of manifested into Bagasaurus, right? So there's a couple of things up on my Teespring store with Bagasaurus on it, and also King of the Derps. It's got Bagasaurus and some other
don't look at Rodan's hand. I didn't notice that until I got home from G-Fest and have been wearing the shirt for the whole weekend.
So with this event, Cyber Kaiju event, it's a Cyber Kaiju, right? And if we look back in the mythos for Godzilla, there's Mecha Godzilla and there's Cyber Godzilla. So Cyber Bagasaurus.
There you go.
It's long, convoluted, but pretty simple.
It's confirmed.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing this this drawing of Cyber Bagasaurus.
Yes, confirmed.
Let's get it out there more. We need a vinyl. I need a vinyl of it. Can you make it happen?
I can,
Someone was
The
actually
DX
asking
resin
in-
garage kit Bagasaurus.
Someone was asking in a stream, I think it was last night, about if there was going to be a Kickstarter. So I don't know.
I think there should be. I'd get that figure.
We'll see.
Heisenberg, I got a question for you
Yeah.
here.
Oh yeah, Heisenberg. Basically, I started the channel when the 2014 Godzilla came out, and I was looking, and of course, Bryan Cranston is in that movie, who played Heisenberg on Breaking Bad, and actually, it's like I actually just shortly before that I'd started cosplaying Heisenberg because. Like I wanted to, wear some sort of costume to Comic-Con, but I wanted to be able to wear my glasses. So it's like, well, who can, is there some middle-aged guy who wears glasses that I could play? And then of course Heisenberg came along. He's like, oh, I can do that. So yeah, I'd already had assembled the costume for Comic-Con, and Bryan Cranston's in Godzilla 2014. I want to review the Godzilla 2014 toys. So I thought, okay, I'll do it as Heisenberg. And originally I was trying to be in character too. I was trying to be a little more grim. And grim, I sort of gave up on that idea over time. But yeah, I sort of kept doing it, even though Breaking Bad has sort of come and gone. It's like I'm still doing doing the reviews as Heisenberg. And again, as Scorpio said, it's like, well, Scorpio with his eye patch, so people can find him more easily. It's like, it's sort of, I assume it sort of makes it the hat sort of makes me easier to spot online.
Yeah, well, I couldn't find you at NYCC. I was looking for the hat.
Oh yeah. I met ULTRAZILLA at New York Comic-Con, 2019, and I didn't have the hat on because actually I stopped wearing it at I stopped wearing the outfit at Comic-Con because it's a bit hot to wear in a dealer's room. And again, it's sort of like this after the show ended, like people's interest in the costume sort of understandably faded quite a bit as well.
Steven, if the director sculpted and printed a Bagasaurus, would he get good boy points?
You get very good boy points.
By the way, I've sometimes talked with Chief Forever about this. I sometimes wonder if we should just start our own toy company, because it seems like, I guess you'd need a lot of money like up front, but it seems like doable. It's, especially some of these smaller toy companies. It seems like it's sometimes just two guys. It's like all you have to do, and then you just hire everybody else. You hire an artist to like design the toy, and then you hire a factory.
$1 and a dream.
Yeah. You hire a factory in China to actually make it, and then you just have some Kickstarter campaign and sell it. But again, it's like, it seems like but but it would all take work. It would all take the sort of work that I really wouldn't want to do, despite the fact that it would be nice to actually have like control, actually be able to get the toy that you wanted by by owning the company.
Yeah, so actually, one of my friends and I, we do have a prototype for a kind of like a Trendmasters looking Anguirus, but we never took off the idea after that. But here's a clear version of it.
Yeah, that was 3D printed, wasn't it?
Yes, 3D printed.
Really nice.
Was that a resin 3D printed because of the transparency?
I believe so.
Okay.
Very nice. That's excellent. Very, very cool. So Logan here wants to know which Playmates Godzilla figure is the best thus far. So we're still in the infancy of the Godzilla line, but they've had a few releases. We've most of us have seen a lot of them, reviewed a bunch of them. I mean, honestly, for me, it's definitely the two that just came, the Godzilla and Kong. Those are the best thus far for me.
I don't have any of the Playmates figures at the moment, so I can't really comment. If you want to talk about the ones I've seen in person, the best one I've seen in person so far was Godzilla 2004, the 12-inch version.
That was really good too, actually.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I was really tempted to get that, but I was on a Marvel Legends hunt at the time.
Oh wow, I like the Gigan. Well, the ones that came out in January, I like the Gigan and the Kong, the 6-inch Kong a lot. I like the head, like the articulation on the Kong, like the ball joint of the head, so you can sort of you can position the head very well. But and then actually of the new ones for the new movie, the photo again, we mostly just have photos here from the fellow in Canada. The photo I like the most is the heat ray Godzilla, where he's black, but his dorsal fins are sort of translucent blue. Translucent blue and translucent white. I really like that sort of combination of like the dark figure and then the translucent, the lighter translucent spikes.
Yeah, I'm gonna second that one. I haven't seen that figure in person, but that does look good from the pictures. For the ones that are out there right now, I think the 6-inch Kong is probably the best one Playmates has out there so far. But hopefully, their Godzilla versus Kong line will, be a good one.
It does look good. Steven, you have any thoughts?
Not yet. I mean, everything's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Alrighty, my dudes, I got a boot scooting boogie on out of here soon.
Yeah, we're gonna be shutting this down now anyway. Steven, you doing that final watch along?
Yeah, that's the idea.
All right, so Steven's got a final watch along for the Cyber Kaiju weekend, and that is
G2 Gamera, Attack of Legion.
Gamera 3.
No.
So head over to his channel after this. But guys, I want to thank you for all your participation this weekend. It's been awesome. I really, really dug it. You could definitely bet that we're gonna do this again for sure. Steven, have any words? Words, Steven.
Words.
It's your baby.
My brain don't work that well.
Speech.
I don't know. What was the sequel to the first Mechagodzilla movie? What was that called?
Terra of Mecha.
Oh no!
Oh boy, wouldn't that be fitting?
Stay tuned for more. Maybe.
Stay tuned.
So, one last question for the room here. What's everybody doing next on their channels? So everybody knows.
I have a few reviews down the pipeline, but I am working on so I just bought this new microphone for one specific video. I will be doing my first cover soon, so whether or not that materializes or not is yet to be seen, but I am currently working on it.
Okay.
The the next thing I have planned for my channel, I got a bunch of Marvel figure arts that I still need to review, as well as a bunch of the Dragon Ball figure arts. Those are taking top priority on my channel right now, especially the exclusives. And soon, I want to get a couple of figures within the line first, but soon, and I'm hoping it'll be next month, I'll be able to finally complete the SH MonsterArts, What's Happening to the SH MonsterArts line Part 3. And I promise you, it's going to be much more professional than Part 2. I'm sorry about that. I was basically a kid back then.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can keep tracking down these Godzilla versus Kong toys, but I don't know if I'll have any luck or not, because again, I can't drive to Walmart. I'm still hiding in my basement, hiding from the virus, so I can't drive all over to every single Walmart anymore. But G Forever, at least if I don't succeed there, I think G Forever probably has some stuff in the pipeline.
Yeah, I have some of the older stuff that we can go over. We've got all the Shin Godzilla Bandai, so we might be able to do that. Also, we have the Bandai Premium Mecha Godzilla Trio.
Cool.
So might be able to take a look at that. But yeah, if there's any other requests out there, we can definitely check them out.
Did anyone in here manage to snag the fake Godzilla set?
You know, somebody asked this on the chat, but I couldn't find it again when we had time. I did not.
Boo.
Yeah, I missed the deadline by a day, so.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna. I was tempted, but again, it's like I'm on a budget. I'm on a budget because it's it's like but yeah. So I have not ordered it.
Steven, what's next for you, buddy?
Sleep. No. Monkey.
The monkeys. Yeah, the big monkey.
And lizard.
Yeah. Monkey.
And then I've got some nice horror stuff to get to. Nosferatu.
Cool.
So sounds like the good old came from the good old company that begins with a capital M.
Yes. And they specialize in making roach figures.
Yeah.
You mean this one?
I wanted to get that because it has the purple explosion.
Wait, he's that small? I thought about buying one of those. I thought he was like 8 inches tall.
No,
they're like 6 inches.
Hey, Bugs.
Listen, I never learned how to read, Steven.
The line is 112 collective. 112.
Steven.
How tall are your Dragon Ball figure arts? Your Ultraman figure arts?
How tall are your
Steven, are you listening to me?
Unfortunately, I can hear you.
That's not what I asked.
That's how I'm responding.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, Sal has to get in between the two fighting children.
And as for me, I will have just whatever, like continuing videos every night, 9 p.m. EST. The next 2 videos are me organizing my Pacific Rim toys after the Pacific Rim Top 10 and the Gundam Hello Kitty. So those are the next 2, and then I have no idea after that. But everyone, thank you. Everyone that's been a part of all these chats, of all these premieres. I really, really appreciate it. We all do. It's been great to see the community. I've seen a lot of the same faces, well, icons, avatars, going to all of these. And that is really cool. It just creates a nice sense of community. And I hope we could keep it going. I hope everybody subs to everybody here. Steven's got one final King Ghidorah thing to talk about here. That looks like a repainted.
Yeah, no, it's the bootleg. 64, 68, whatever.
Repainted though?
Yeah, I repainted it. I just want to say,
nice.
hey, when are we going to see this guy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the bootleg is probably one of the better.
It was.
The sad thing is that the bootleg had better quality than some of the other recent MonsterArts figures.
Definitely better than Ghidorah 2019. Yeah, 2019.
Yep. That's what we. Yeah.
All right, and that's it. Thank you. We've done it. Cyber Kaiju is in the books. Then we just have a watch along left. Go check it out if you want to see G2 with Steven. He's ready to rock and roll.
Everybody watch Z.
G Forever, Heisenberg, Vinny, Boats just left already. Steven.
That's how he does it.
See you guys.
Peace
Oh,
out,
thanks.
guys.
Goodbye.
Bye,
Peace out.
everyone.
Oh yeah, thanks everybody.
Maybe